serious are you? How serious are you, my Africa? Everywhere people they talk about corruption. Everywhere people they talk about corruption.
Anomaa FM.
Every day my people they die because
Anomaa
of poverty. Every day people they die because of poverty in Africa. But this poverty where them they talk about who they cause some. This is corruption where them they talk about who they cause some. This is bad governance where them they talk about who they cause some. This is ignorance where them they talk about who they cause some. Somebody go talk say him no they inside for the blame oh. But me I they tell you say we all there inside for the soup oh. Somebody go talk say him no they inside for the blame oh Abi. But me I they tell you say we all there inside for the soup oh. How serious are you? How serious are you in Africa? Make you tell me how serious are you? How serious are you in Africa?
Anomaa FM. Anomaa FM.
Are you serious, Africa? Are we serious, Africa?
Are we serious?
Are we serious, Africa, about the future of our children?
Are we serious?
Are we serious, Africa? Are we serious, Africa?
Are we serious?
Are we serious, Africa, about the dignity of our children?
Are we serious?
Make you tell me how serious are you? How serious are you in Africa? Make you tell me how serious are you? How serious are you in Africa? God give us everything we go they need in Africa. Allah has given us everything we go they need to prosper in
Anomaa
Africa.
FM.
God has given us everything we go they need in
Anomaa
Africa. Allah has given us everything we go they need to prosper in Africa. He give us air, He give us water, He give us land, He give us food, He give us gold, He give us timber, He give us oil, He give us a diamond, He give us men, He give us women, He give us brain, but we not do use some. Oh, mama Africa. Every literature we go to take to politics, so and because of politics we know they use common sense at all. Oh, Africa.
Good morning, Africa. Good morning, Ghana. Yecheche muina na no pay. Na wuti enka no pase ememene da bia bonondua. Na wawani tuase asema badwumedie e wa no FM so ne yede brawo. Dwumedie yi memene da bia wa bran bonondu dukosi nontumienu ena yedi dwumedie ni na bawie he.
Africa.
Yebeka sa afa Ghana yempunto yenkankwa ho.
Anomaa FM.
Yebeka safa manwosam ho nsema wudu ekoso wo man Ghana mo. Ni na mu yebetrans ni abedwafo bedi wo komo. Na enensema wudu aba na edoso papa. Enenso akwa ye match bosume ne de toso adwunu enum wa fimpimienu ne adwunu miensam o.
Church pastor. Your colonial master na ingo be your sister. Colonial master na ingo be your brother. So now you see, we all there inside for the blame oh. So make you no talk say, we know they inside for the soup oh.
Enti abani sa wani emfa subo ne mfa mbono.
Inside for the blame.
Ayami anasa wo.
Make you know.
Ana manyofo wo memu ne emfa sa subo ne mbo mo ana.
How serious are you? Make you tell me how serious are you in Africa?
Na yabekwa kopie mu omrahye bedwafie endra mrahye bedwam na nya sam keto kra.
Serious are you?
Ene ewo huru papa he Ghana bakwasem no mu chese wohwe the 8 ayinu a chese eniema ekoso no nya sam keto o wa mu ye bi pa na enra menteme wase bi koso ni na fa bato an wo moto se eye mampani ekufu ado Empenifoɔ wabuo mu din so wɔn mmɛmɛ yɛ asoafoɔ ɛho nsɛm wobɛti bia no pɛyi na mmom ni na ɛkyerɛ no wɔn agye wɔn atum ɛno ti yɛbɛhwɛ ne yɛde ho nkɔmmɔ kakra Anti-LGBTQ plus I ina tuatuatoɔ ɛndra wɔn le ɛwɔ parliament anya asɛm ketewa koraa wɔn mo de akɔ to mmara hyɛ fie de ɛtɔ so mmienu yɛhwɛ nim sɛ mmara hyɛ badwafoɔ bɛtena se abobo ho so wɔn bɛgye atum so wɔn nyɛ ntum na wokɔ Uganda man ni mu a aba beto dwa sɛ wɔn apase anti-LGBTQ bill no hey ɛnɛ US 413 wɔn mu wo de adwumadie so bɔmmɔden na afidie ni na ha wobɛti mu nsɛm Matthew Fonso de Kokobaba, Wamuchase, April Brisminim Kosi Juno, Subetopa, I was southern part as a ye, Ankra Kahon, and Utiaba Conad Moderata, Aquaje, a yen Sama who do a friend one chili more, and a futuka crowd. And yen penny for Bakumino, Mia Sabi, a better chincomo, our Hamaso, if you so I bebe fee, now yet if you come on. Mia made you media which I meeting at the Nana Asare Barima producer, and a procracy.
Are we serious, Africa? Are we serious, Africa?
Are we serious?
Are we serious, Africa, about the future of our children?
Are we serious?
Are we serious, Africa? Are we serious, Africa?
Are we serious?
Anomaa adwuma kwa boy chidom Nadia one banku and tilapia join. O hwe won mo chi akwan a won mo ewo dome James Junction ha yi a. Bowra ho na kwakwaje aduane bi a opese ye banku ni tilapia na pe anopa yi ko a wo sabeka bi. Sanso na se abetie na wo pese wo di ma okoma to ye mu a. Enkwan ahodo ina so tin na wo obu o nam ahodo a pe bia no benya bia to honom. Bomode na fa wani kire mu ho na kwakwaje aduane di na nya hoden. Enye aduane bia na wo so di de obedi agia mpomuden papa na no na mekamfo de amawo. Enu ti wo mo na ebu ye chidoma no pe yi ma ensema ahodo a yensaka ewo asema padwumedie so no yetrase di mu nsem ina ere asomwo.
Everywhere people they talk about corruption. Everywhere people they talk about corruption in Africa. Every day my people they die because of poverty. Every day people they die because of poverty in Africa. But this poverty where them they talk about who they cause some. This corruption where them they talk about who they cause some. This bad governance where them they talk about who they cause some. This ignorance where them they talk about who they cause some.
Anomaa FM.
Somebody go talk say you know inside for the blame oh. But me I they tell you say we all there inside for the soup oh. Somebody go talk say
enche bia be kwa homa no so na ye ni owura set kisi wono ene ye peni kwanchefo a woda eye atorenchem kabom ko aboafo no ano ewo ga east ne mpotemu betre nadmo director edema ga east owura set kofi kisi ye be ko ne ne na kwa kwatwetwe nkomo esanse nsu asase atoto na Ghana Meteorological Agency wo mo de kokobodi abase April bisumi ni mu kokosi June busumi ni mu no ensuo betoto pa na se ensuo na betoto no edi nsu yiri beba enu ntino ye ko na ye ne nadmo atorenchem aboafo nkabom ko na kwakodi nkomo na efutuo ni nkyerɛkyerɛ bia wo mo wo edi maye no wo mo so atumi edi amaye enu ti anopa yi yensa kapeni kwankyerɛfo a wobaga isa woda nadmo atorenchem nkabom ko no ano owura set kofikisi wo ahoma no so
are we serious
owura set kisi anopa yi yemoache se wanya bre amaye se oni betwetwe nkomo
Ejoso.
Yo, yagidi se ho ye de.
Yesu ti.
Yo,
etiase.
Ye do bo ade ase pa. Na anopa yi akrai ba ona so a ni na ne se Meteorological Agency fo ye wo mo a wo mo hwe wiem ensakira ne ho ebobre so no. Wo mo de atodwa se April bisun mu ekosi June bosumi ne mo. Nsuo betoto wo southern part ase ya enkran. Yeso ye demu bie. No wo mo che se betumi amansu yiri ni ade aba. Anu ntino Mwakwakwaye atorenchem kabom ko aboafo ekuo no ye ntwen ma atorenchem ni si ansa na yaba monaso na wose yaba monaso na nkyereke bia wo ho bia no watumi adiama Anomaa FM yetifo ti anopa ye ba wo naso a die ben na wose ye send ye beya sa nsuo na ebetoto no ebetumi abo ye ho ban every say nsuo be yiri afọ manfo e wo gan yisi ne potem
yo me that's it the kind the check say ama oti fo nyina na fe me din chiaso ama the MP of the constituency honorable lawyer Asare Barima and at the MC honorable is Kakiman but and so to ben man irano na before the you dey didn't say a more of sensitization and as education acquire the first one emma oyini emma odasani abrabom dania danina ejuma edinu no fabi so to a dream number 1 the emission say obia otisat road area biano emma ni endaho the flat road area the bia so to a ejiri kofo obia man ni endaho sabro so and go to say Omo de dan na musayede ebe ko na omo so omo ti de bia nsuto a e ba omo den na se omo japade ai be ti kwa for the senikra no omo so anke be se omo se omo so omo japade omo so max na omo go pe na omo fumi nche entrakakra ana bu se fumi nche entrakakra na so tia omo so omo cheba isale se uni se nsuto a wona ko dem see Japadi into which was not was acquired. The other back was say, make you from here to say, I feel sooner banner, and from not the womb, and the other woman. And then I said, the toy, the India, remove billboards that day, who come to be a woman, it could be Anka Sagasonina at Toro. I was second deal with money if you it's the best say. So we say, and from the airboat. So nepa eda bia wo do ni sha ahodi wo na ko bi na sekaka na ano di doa na wesi na uko sa so mo kita ka so o du be so ni ya e be se ni che mo na iri no na enchi bi so na de e be chi na o ti ya di akọ ye uko ye be she nkola ni so ni mo kesi a anka be ya awu follow omo ngola nche zukaka na enimu titia omonde omo akosku na omo school ni omo se funu to a company fona gasa yen konko fire de omo school na faso biere emra adora for so speed no yina yen tebo yen ye wipe si na se funu to ne na mo e wo akwemu na da so bie abrenya
Owura si obi beka se wo manfo bi nso a wo masisi adan e de asi nsu anemu obu a ne dan hye de ni ahoden saafo no na mo anamo be na no so moto de afa ho
yo midasi na mo se na be kan ni juma dino I am more professional work na ni all the various institutions no ina na ejuma it ya the decide na msoma oyi ni anase hazard in the banana your boss institution amane through the assembly the coordinating director and the MC na fede ojuma obay ha omo me so dai won su anu no idi be ojuma contain really be fi akwemu e bi so e court I check court orders na fa assembly di ojuma na be mo mo sa safety ase no si nya e ho boboye ana ye ho a ye kwa ye suhu ye be no entraso ya be be o municipality ya be be su bu ya ko so
okay enuti se mo aye bibiri e wo empotem ha se yi a ba bi wo hono mu a ye be fa no bon se gates ahodo na emu atwoki ni ade eno no ye hefafo asede ye wo mo etimpotem wo na asede se wo meyi gatani mu ana se no so ye assembly na asede se wo mo be boa na sa na ma ditumi akoso
Maybe I'm a papa, and what's what we say. Segana Fonina, you have a funny attitude. And come on, Woody, a Fibia Bidi, Kisibako, another Kisiba, and I said it's Ankomana. Because Domea, say a year got no, Sacra Sports Stadium. Not me, Anyway, you change the toothbrush sanitation. It is a fine. Shamia Casaminam Dome, and I do 8 p.m. Not bad, you will Dome. By when it be, Tommy Cassian, you know, not or the Bolano or the Hugo. And yes, free, mimic free. Now we are change central government. No, I forgot the mama. In Surupa, a code insist. And Sana, Abayade, Abba. In Supa, a Seo Japade. In Supa, a Kumuma first. And Sana Bayaba. It had they no set now. That's how you we are praying. And this young one, a man for Koto Area, wouldn't say 1,000 bags of cement. Missing actually say, we should only single axle. What double axle in it will require or from a more kaka, 1 spoon, never water than 1 spoon. A better raise how many spoons at home. Almost have to sit no bottom. It's not a clear lady. It's just a team of 4 cassa. You would say, so to the year. A bit of care cool, a bit of care say Japanese, a bit of camera should be a winner. It's young cassa. You need to set up to maybe make sure say, you got a more easy. Now, I'm buying somebody here, I can see them Friday. I'm buying because I can see no individual being with the first committee. And of course, I was buying and the problem. As I buy problem, you pay the next 2 seconds. Manoma is water. Me that one about who about the station. Manoma is water. Me that one who a couple of clubs over gutter. If you're going by it, he has self-discipline as a country. So he has Yaji towards the coin of Sosua. You have the India. You must be a Nima, Master MYA.
Na eno no asotwe bi e wo ho no masafo na na esan se kama kwa so manfo taye sade ne fo wo mu di kwa eno no asotwe bi wo sa
asotwe ho papa bana sana Asem in the proscription through the environmental department of the assembly na the court na court no achwaso na uni and we are not interested in say ye achwaso I will say Kafa, with all due respect to my words, we need to be sensible. Or say, my G and Dako said the and make a penny or china. What my more example be the shop penny or municipality here. Now, the penny on my mupa and see now say, look what she do, baby. They be the car front to a really good hole and also with church. Sena or famino, no ofino of Loba. Ofin can echo no fenema.
Yahumano article, Yambo sensa, a becker rasset, see. Na yet me no edin como, Eriafa at Renchem, Ahudwo, I send a baby between me as son, a wo my animal. Jumedia Gusua Wutino, a Asemaba, Jumedi, Anomaa FM so. Wobetumi join in live ewo YouTube so eno no Anomaa FM online TV Anomaa FM online TV
Anomaa FM
na wetumi ahwe ewo ho no
Anomaa FM
na join wo live se obeso utie nso a na woni app no wo phone so abomodin se obekọ Google Play Store na wa download Anomaa FM app no na wetumi etien live owura kisi asaba ahoma no so yenko ne yende no entwetwe nkomo owura na wo kasa na ahoma no drop here
you be that say a mini Michelle Penny constituency or a big figure in the country. Na many could do maybe. He'll be the Camarino. Chef Fontaine Lagoon, also the Sanity. Send a call off to buy an uncle Fuka and of Friend Michiano. If we are a year feel kind, a call no for the buying down, it would come. Say soon on the say, Bodo dear. Say abudu no toye kebab ore bi bie bukan odu fia okunimu na be openi wait no masa and so to continue for this and call them and call the and so no the really go kemo na mikisi na so petia na ayire mini me busua for no me mo mi dia e bia na to akene e bia na that to bia It was maybe I want to say, the message with the command for people, the command for now. Bad attitude, I can. I was saying, so we'll see that. So you the container, so you the I will say, you should better method. As I said, I will do container position. A dino this year, they assembly no, because the permits. Or maybe they'll be go up amount. More than a wire, and some who got them, and some who got them. Mamola for the a division of labor. Now we don't go on the 1 city, the 5 cities, or the ball of the court, who could shoot when they say. Some coins so they first so Asare. Yeah, the ball so a man Okada for over the ball and the moment, we should insist some form of net, and so. Don't put a half full of the net, no shibble and the boom, with Shuguma, no Asare net 9 day, Akataso. It has a more common Bedano, the radio, Kaka. It's a need of a see some qua and a mess in the back. Never quite a fasua, you're quite a bola, so I can be.
You. Ora Kisian San Major no acrono. Ye bisase Nadmo. A ban one more jet permit, and answers will be by Cindy Dania, or by jet permit to assembly 1 Muye involved, Anna.
That's exactly. Nadmo Kahun. Who's a main introduction? Because Nadmo, a year age with all the various agencies. Now, the main work Nadmo, you say, or when you feel where they say hazard, the number summa or yeni at the banner, and then before a prevention. It will be soon, now call it permitter. Nadmo, a camora better, no more approval amount. Fire service, a cow. In a form of the committee. A whole committee. It was a number for the official say, maybe a more permitting, and you more say, you know, and our way. Now, we mean a young of say, you see, a dying old soul. Would see the ye, no be a misquoting. You see, dying old soul. Now, a mom who co assembly now, or the name of the work, I say, aha, a wetland. So we see the idea. When we do this and then and found out what is saying. I assume it will be rectified 14, 40. Or also a drain way, also a deal way, and found what is saying. So we see meeting here, assembly more permits, now assembly making sure say why they needful. Because Holland the Chrono, so the also as something. Almost the measures a good claim. Now high or that's a no okay. And my bow, and I'm no case. And so, Sabio Bishop, one corner be a legality so. You know, one in the weekend, you don't know a daughter. And that's the follow so on who never be on Bombardi no Yas to say, a family no, on Cogo to say, not before offices so all over. And my mother say, no, see thy name me. Or you know about this year one car, next year one car. 3 years ago, Coco. Have you ever heard any? It's you see something, 999. See something, say something. No more in a.
Ora Kisi, ya better see no pay na ne krakra mu kra na meja mu akro ahoma ben na de betu dwase bia wo bi nkase asemunsi. Se BBC na ma ben wo betumi afre. Na dmo for so.
The normal emergency line, but for 112, for 112, the qua, depending upon the institution of some banner, there will be a dietitian to it. Now, a guy is here, not more, and also for India, over 0299 0291 901065
0291 901065.
Yeah, exactly.
So ubi a wogan isi ase no se wo how bi base bi ensu ato na anase ja to ba bi ni ade ade a wodum je adwuma ekuo ni ba na de mofo so se wo mu hia mboa bi a we no metumi afre.
Pepe.
Yo. Ura said kisi yebeda si anope enimra wanya ne koma oni atwetwe.
Asare radio.
Yo. Yeda sipa. Beni ayete ne nkan eye Ura said Kofi kisi wono na woye Nadmo director peni kwanchefo a woda atorenchem kabum ku no ano ewo ga east empotemu adome eka ho kwabenya wo mu nyina ehye saa peni ase a wode nsemu ni nchemu ne afutu ahodo wako ede amaye enanope enti nsuo no metuefo wono ma hyase ede ho nsem no eba wo de ho nsem no eba pa esanse wo mchese epribosumi a yebe wura mu no ede kokosi dwon bosumi no nsuo beto pa nsuo no ebeto no nso no ebe yiri kakra esanse nkran hanankasa no kamia kwesa afi bia nsuo beto bia no eyiri fa omanfo bi enti ye nyina yenyi afamudie ene efutu a Ura set kesi ede aba no na yentumi mmoa se ne be ya nsuo ya atwe ne tie etoto no enkofa oye ne bi emfamba ne mpo no nipa mfamu enhwe ne nkwa na japade enkonkosei number na wode etu dwa se ohaw bisi anasa torenche bisi baby a betumi afre ewo emoa mu no eno no na yede etu dwa no 0291 901 065 0291 901 065 inti se wo ga east ene ne mpotemu se wo dome wo kwabenya miamia wudo bi ehye ga east na se bia no wo se wo hwe se atorenche mbisi a se nsuo yira fa obi se eja to obi fie a wo hi aban moa no nadmu wonmo ene wo se utumi efre wonmo kane enu nti wo mo ahoma no ena mede atodwa no wo fra wo sa betumi aka wonmo pa na wo matumi aboa wo na endra emrahye bedwafie wo mo age enipa makomako ensia amampeni na adodan kwakufu ado Ghana mampanyini woyi wo mo se wo mo mrama ya soafo wo man Ghana mu esanse wo mo ana wo ho kane no wo mo a na wo ho no mo kane no wo no mo resign sanse wo mo pese wo mo tu frank adema NPP amanyoku no ebi ti se Uraland Kojo Chairman wono prese wo betu frank adema NPP amanyoku no na afen so Ura Dr. Afri Akoto wono so na wo yesoafo hwe adwuma na afen so yemfudie enu ne nsem so wo man Ghana mu wono so o resign sanse wono so pese wo tu frank adema NPP amanyoku no ti wo ma hyase a wo mo ye campaign ahodo no a se NPP amanyoku no beto aba edi ayi wo mo na Alan Kojo Chairman Alan Cash wono na na yeso afo hwe eba na yemfidi dwuma ho nsem ni dwedie nsem so a wono na na ye penia na wodanon na mampeni na dodan kwakufu adu eyi ni pensia se asoya hodo bi no wono mo enda no ti adanse asokwa mrahye bedwini Owura Obna Tahiru Hammond their friend Katie Hammond no wono endra wo ma gena tum nti ene wo ba be yesoafo a wo hwe adwedie eni mfidi dwuma so wo man Ghana mo ena afen so Dr. Stephen Amoa wono so ba be ye na bidie kireni meche deputy minister for trade and industry Owura Dr. Stephen Amoa wono ena ebe bo Katie Hammond na chidom wo asoya wo mo hwe mfidi dwuma eni adwedie nsam so wo mampeni na adodan kwakufu ado na memmu a etoso emienu no emu afen so emrahye bedwini ema adehia ewo abetifi Owura Brian Echampon wono so yagena tum se wo meye soafo a wo hwe yenkwi adwuma ene yemfu mfudie ne yenuane nsem so ewo man Ghana emu wono enso ndra wo mo gene tum ewo mrahye bedwafie ena afen so mrahye bedwini ema adehia wo kaga empotemu Owura Mohammed Amin Adam wono so yaje no ede atumu no so wo ba beboa pa na afen so minister wono yaje na tumu ba beboa minister of state ewo asoye hwe sika sem totoye so Ministry of Finance eho na wo kwakodi ne dwuma Owura Stephen Asamoah Boateng wono so me ne okasei Minister for Religious and Chieftaincy Affairs wono na ekwakohwe sa asoye na no na Owura Kojokum wono na oye soafo a na wo honom esanse enam yarwa enkitinkiti bi ne homfa no anuti mampeni ayi obi fufura woko akwakohwe wonom a Owura Stephen Asamoah Boateng ono ena religious and chieftaincy affairs wokwa akoda no ewo honum owura osei bonsu amoa owura osei bonsu amoa nso local government and rural development minister of state local government and rural development as minister of state eho ena wono so ekwa akodi ne dwuma ewo honum enti endra na nya asem ketwa enipa mako ensia mampeni na da kwakufado ede wo mko ye mkoko hia appointment committee wo mko ye veti wo mu ene ade ne de ka ho nyina no na kwakoba se mrahyebejo mo metro so abai sanse na dom kuma no wo mo so wo mo mpene so ne mpene so kyena se yebegi saafo no ede atomo enu ti no ura ketiamon aba no onya 154 yes se yenyini ntum se ye soafo wo hwa ema no de wonya ye no eno no ena 116 vote nso wo ka ase da bi wo mo nyini ntum tina otumi se majority carries the vote one entry and wo de sa atumi no ede ya hye ne sa Dr. Stebenamo a enya manimu 146 wo mo to aba ne wie ye no 146 and wonya ye nipa 123 and a two no eno nti dodo na eba na fa no ena ma ne di nkunim ora Brian ne champion so ema no wonya 167 years and wo de call ede man wo nti na otumi sampa penin ko nanim Amin Adams so enya 152 yes na che se otumi se wo ma pene so ne die na okọ nanim obi amo a enso nya 149 ti no otumi se endra ba no se ne kokokọ ye no na che se ekọ nanim a ne sa na otumi se dodo na wono mo je so yes no na ewo se pedifo ne je wo mutumo prekopente endra wo mutumi eje wono mo editumu a mene wo ekasei edom kuma ne de yanyi ntumu abato ne kwa ewiye no obi nim se dom kuma ne bi kokoto ma opani no wo mo a yabom di nipa nsia ne de a yentumi kire sanse endra no na owura kotokum na oni mrahye fi wahu afen su no ma mesara adwo asafo dome kwa benya mrahye bedwani wantumi anto aba ne bi. See, looking at these two people for the NPP, which is the New Patriotic Party, na woman ni hono mo pie no. Ye baby say na ne yen for ne kan ho to e ma asafui. Wahu, enti na to me say NDC amanyokufo na no wo ye ntiase. E call ho meeting ahodo hia mpanifo no. Obi nim de si ye. Wo makwa akoto yes. Ai, wo mato yes. Enu nti no, asemaba. Na yebedwetwe nkomo e de afa ho NDC amanyokuo no the National Democratic Congress NDC amanyokuo wonoma file nomination womo ekokoje krata so wompese womutu franka ade ma amanyokuo no womo epese mrahye bedwa kunwa no womo sanso kobie wo NDC amanyokuo ni dim no woma file nominations yebehwe na yatumi adi ho nkomo e wo fie ha no pai owura Peter Kutizim oha woye communication member edema ononyamfo Eliklim akurugu ono ena wo ba eye dome kwabenya abeto mpeso isu a wo pese wo gina ewo NDC amanyoko ni dimo ewo eye dome kwabenya abeto mpeso aso ha seyi na wono so file nominations wa file nomination form enya asem ketwa yebekọ na yetumi adi nkomo kakra edi afa nomination filing no eho na peni owura Peter Kutizim ono ena communication member edi mama mi woso aso eye secretary edi ma Anglican eye primary 4 branch edi ma NDC amanyoko no enunti yebekọ ne nchen na yene no edi nkomo 1 or 2 bi echiri no yebetwetwe nkomo afa anti LGBTQ+ bill no wo de akwakoto mrahye bedwam no endrada ena wo msade call in pre newswo yebedi hu nkomo kakra sanse Uganda fo apanse wo modie wo mapanse wo modie akase wo mama mpani Museveni wode ne nsa ebe hyenkrata ase na waje atomu se ampa abeye mra nanso US fo European Union fo UK United Kingdom wo mo emma wo ni bi se wo mo legalize LGBTQ no turumu sebe wo ba be ma ne be ma
Anomaa FM.
wo mo si wo mo nyintum wo mo amfo bi ombe no wo mo mamra bi entia wo enye saa moa wo so wo de ma wo no wo mejai na ye bi sase na so Ghana ha sei na ye wo no Emwa ye benya fi abrofo no wonti na anti LGBTQ plus no yentumi empass bill na ye bedi won koma no pay sanse ye bekwa homan so ne akuapem adukrom mponuahene na obri atakora ye ne bekwa akwatwetwe nkomo sanse nana e de betu dwa ses wo man passe a wo meye oye kire e de atia mrachibedwafo no Christopher ku ahodo e wo Ghana wo mso de ne wo boye de afa ho anopay ye bedi ho nkomo na ansa na no mamema owura Peter kutizim akwaba efambra Asem abadwumedie so ewo Anomaa FM so owura Peter akwaba
Yania Asare, thank you very much for your time. I want to take this opportunity to greet all Domi Kwabenya constituency members of NDC and to also say a very good morning to all the listeners on this honorable FM station. And I also like to take the opportunity to say a very good morning to my Lagata, the PC, the incoming PC for Domi Kwabenya, the honorable Madam Elikrum Akrugu, and the entire family, and to the well-meaning delegates of our great NDC party in Domi Kwabenya.
They also welcome your greetings. Inti anopay no the edikan no yes shase from Mashibidwem Parliament. Yesterday was an ISO Asem ketwa. Adena NDC amanyoku no dom kuma no. Mose anyade amobe pene so. Mompeni for kra de krata abase wo monhwe se wo monje saso afo ntum. Adena ba
Okay, thank you very much. Befa akunya we the match the leadership of NDC in Parliament and to the Speaker Honorable Alban Sumani Bagwin. My brother, what I will say about this issue is that Yamfana Jubrao Dentia on say Yako Nigeria about one Yehuni see and MPP for also your margin say they are breaking the eights. And the Oko Nigeria Mamwa Nasa Oshe Niomaye or Horn within the opposition. They use excuse me to use the word they've managed to divide the opposition. When you look at the two main contenders of the sitting government, you see that the two of them got 6 million plus, and the winner got 8 million plus. This tells you that if Senka Mpemu Amba Enka opposition anko onya over 12 million vote anko wawini akunyano. Ante yabagana hamswa mekasa ajubrewu na mesre yempenu foni nyina eni atikia foni nyina se omumma obia nka na kumantu ne yem se yanhwe ye ade we ebetuma yeden ekoso ya more harm than good se ya vilify ya MP ni sisa an na adentna mose mo mpene so na mo akwa passese I think say ya call in that angle ya humba kire ndeni ya mek stress ya my leadership tenase because for example o take KTM 156 vote abana members present at parliament opposition na 136 and the parliament
yeah
and majority so na omo MPs mienu eni ho but with the independent candidate obeka omo ho no na omo number na sa den omo nya 137 parliament ya nra nti se wo hwe KTM vote na onya 156 nti wo hwe which means uyi majority Efrima 20 solid votes ebeka ho ena sa vote no enya magic efri minority sa so na oba Stephen Amwa ono so nya 146 nti wo hwe mu a 10 solid votes ebeka ho eye minority one year then, and a buano. And the Obas also now a champion. 31 solid votes. And a becker. And the Yababi say, who say, then a ma, a course, sir. I know I'm a say, majority, or more, conference say, almost say, or more da, NDC form, MPs now, or my share Ghana instead of political party, my past ministers, no, more damasi. This tells you that there is something going on. There is something going on, and we needed a pragmatic approach to this rather than to watch it in the media.
Minchwa no repeater. Say mumpenifo no de betu dwa say wo mo na empenifo na wo ho no dada no ye Haruna Idrusu ene Muntaka Mubarak mo squad no because of sa niema we no enti na mo sachra niema mu kaka na mo de ura Dr. Tuforce ne ura Kwame Agbada Gavins mo de omo bae. So what has changed? Like the na asesa wo, does it mean say there was wo mo ye no and mo man ni wo mo bu mpenifo mra so ana?
Minia, you see, to me, no, to my personal view, no, it's not. I wouldn't say it's not there, but Usha, there is something more than this. So now say any call, national and regional elections, and within the party, no. Saa nyoma ni nyina aye possible say be den e wo ho e wo every party no say yakoye say like yakwato aba speaker abado yeah opposition enya speakership na cha say obi free abonte embeto aba ye den emma
Anomaa FM
nya speakership no na mum obi from within MPP ena ye den ene ka ho nti saa no mani nyina no but metimi hu say MPP are managing their affairs better than us because yes when it comes to a parliamentary works the cooperation and this kind of things because since from parliament yakoto aba speaker no o share other voters na they are more or less uniformly they vote in their numbers, but it's like we are always struggling in every vote that comes to parliament, and I think it is something that our leadership has to sit on it and deliberate the way forward for this. I wouldn't say they have failed. It is too early to say they have failed because say Haruna Edusumam Reso. Not say we ACC, not say new leadership abane ACC, then it means it has more or less nothing to do with leadership, but individuals. So it is better they sit down or they form a committee to investigate what is actually going on. Is it because some of our MPs, maybe, is it because MPP have infiltrated our rank and files of our MPs? Let's say we have a die-hard supporters or die-hard members of MPP who contested our seat and won, and they are within us, or is it because of money? So there are a lot of issues. So I wouldn't say the leadership have failed. I have seen this not to be a leadership problem in Parliament, but it is something that has to do with individuals. And the party, I'm pleading with the hierarchy of the party to, as a matter of agency, do something about this going forward. Because when MPP are saying breaking the aid, they say if a blind man says, I'll throw a stone on you, against you, then it means that that blind man is definitely standing on the stone. So we shouldn't take for granted what MPP are saying about breaking the aid, because they are likely to break our ranks and files of the leadership. And if that happens, indeed, they are definitely going to break the aid. Something that we pray that it will never happen, and it shall not, and it won't happen in the history of Ghana. Because all Ghanaians have seen how the MPP government has sent this country back in so many kilometers in development.
Wow, interesting.
Anomaa FM.
Unjin this NPP amanyoko no calling for consensus building no. Eno na CCR no agreement no etimi abaso sa amakwadwen.
That's what when MPP is calling for consensus, you look at them. You understand? Just like an enemy calling you to dining, you know this is your very dangerous enemy, and the enemy is calling you to a dinner, and you didn't go with your water and your food, but you go there to patronize your enemy's water and food. What do you think will happen to you? You definitely, maybe the enemy has definitely succeeded in you.
Yeah.
He can easily kill you, or maybe,
Asem.
do something worse to you.
Anomaa FM.
So what MPP is doing, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying that it is a matter of our leadership coming together to find a solution to this. But as for consensus, me, I don't believe in those. They are calling for. Yes, when it comes to parliamentary work, we know that there are things that goes according to the law, and as MP, you can't go outside the law. And every parliamentarian is in parliament because of his or her constituency and the good of Ghanaians. So for that one, there are things maybe they will be in agreement, but not when it comes to certain things, especially when our people, we all saw that the current government appointees is bloated, and we are going extra miles to approve more ministers to the ministries. So what are we sending? What signal are we sending to the Ghanaian populace? When we are telling them that the government is bloated and we are in parliament passing more ministers to the ministries, then it means there is something the parliamentarians knew that we don't know, and they don't want to tell us.
Because Ora Dr. Atufosin, editor just said, Mampini Akufuado, wanted the ministers in so. Positions are how be or dear more manphobia. I was say, Umuyifi honum. And Nunti Edna NDC Amanyokuno, where the national executive, one more day letter by say, one more here now, woman J. Omantu. And one crisis with the as woman you woman to. Ain't you know, Tiziano, Aqua na kakra. Ayana kakra. Do NDC have faith or hope in this current leadership in Parliament?
That's what I said earlier on, that it is still too early
Anomaa FM.
to say whether we have hope or no hope
Anomaa FM.
in the leadership of Parliament. It is too early. To me, I would say that we should all calm down and give them the benefit of the doubts, and give them more time, and we'll see what will happen. Because it is, what do you call it? I would say it's like football. When you have a new crop of players, it takes time. When you have a new crop of players, it takes time for cooperation to work. So when you are, for this hour, if you are saying that, oh, they have failed, maybe now that they are learning to cooperate and to understand each other on certain issues. So let us give them the benefit of the doubt and more time to see how it works. But I'm still calling on the leadership of the party to, as a matter of agency, to sit the leadership and all the members of parliament down, especially when after we went for national and regional. I still stand to believe that our national and regional election is still playing a key role in this kind of things. Yes, I still think that there are some MPs who are very angry or paved because of maybe on quotes, maybe their candidates lost or their candidates didn't win their positions. And for that matter, they want to do something to sabotage the new leadership. And I think if we go in that angle, it will be very dangerous for our party.
So should there be a case party people between actual Maswana?
Well, why not? Because I didn't a secret balloting. And why over shame and work I say, Kutuzim, una what to mom, and me one. Because any open balloting. Say opener, not say, wow, person minister when you raise your hand. Not say, well, raising a kaya near who say, Asem si, Ajua, or Kutuzim, at to mom. And it ya, you have to what nasi. Not know Edding Como, but we acquired secret balloting. Into me who nipa what to amano. Now, Oka say, and yes, uncle, speakership na ya win no. Oka says, MP na. What to my speakership? Oka say by now, Nanka MPP. What do you omit my iron? Oh, say MPP there. When it comes to those kind of things, they are very good at it. And Kobe Hunia the bayano. But they socialist. Yet ya one cent to be bistano. You be free what nasi. Na ya no akasa. Now also one your home tiasi. And with this one there, I don't think say leadership bet match you MPB also. And nipa why na obet na so. Leadership anasa why. Because leadership ono so kwato na aba. E na ongina ho na ne nyonko so ato. Nto be de hu say we na anto amaya party no. Na nka ode na aba na ya twina so. Eno de asotwin de basa nka ye hu nipa na sanko for 20 10 31 a mo ato no emom no enka definitely no enka o maye bibia fa ho and ntira me sre efre leadership say omon tenase na omon free MPs no na omon dialogue with them ya internal what do you call it ya internal national and regional executive delegates conference and wow be biara no ebia wa nya ho ntiase no kai say we party adwuma. There was a time I was onya akonwa be serve ye, and it's time for somebody to also serve. So if that happen, let's forget and forge forward.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You better answer. Na your answer ni betua ya kanu so no. You behwe ye Ghana anti LGBTQ+ bill wodi akwakoto emrashibidwe fi. This is the second time as a bill yi esan ekomrashibidwem. Se wo mutumi agitumu a eba beye mra e wo my Ghana se ne beya sebe wo ba ene wo ba entumi enye nia be ma ne oba ebeye ana se ne awarefo ye no so bia oba ene be ma wo ma warete se ne wo mo ye no na enei wo ba ne wo ba pese ye mo mo kwan wo Ghana ha na wo mutumi nware be ma ne be ma pese ye mo mo kwan wo Ghana ha no mutumi nya ne wo mo pe penifobia sorry e de private member bill akoma hye se wo mo nyam ranfanti asade no esi na yentumi enka bibi emfa ho emfa bi papa bi emfirimu famai ye bedi hu komo anopai na yetumi ahwe honso ensem na before that no Uganda woma passe anti LGBTQ+
Anomaa FM
bill woma passe akase womo mampani ede trodua ebesi so na watumi agepenie na ababaye mra ewo Uganda mine mu eno no womo kire se waye bechew se wo yoba na wo ne oba mudi mpa so agro bema ne bema kotuma menhwe oto na mudi ho agro eso mu amfie du bekwa akotwim womo hu sunsuanso bia kra ho ne ama meto so kra ne hu se da bi asemasi obenten wo dress se bema wo yoba waye ho se wo ye bema ena wo ne oba eye sa ne movement ni ade a wo metwe waso na sansem we hu na ba betodwa no sansem we na ba betodwa no
Asem ba
United States of America woma ba be kasa fa ho se woman legalize
Anomaa FM.
gay any lesbian
Anomaa FM.
ewo Uganda ho woman hwe na wan hye mere bia mfa ntia sa ankofo no na woman tu na mo bi di afa ho se ne be ya sotwe ana se mo esefata se woman de be ma Uganda man no woman fa ema Uganda bio ye bisa se na so saa mo akro ye anti na ama Ghana ye de na twentwen ne na ase na na yenko na yenkonkoti US one mo penifo no bra woman te say Uganda for a passes anti-LGBT plus a bill yenkonkoti
the world. What I can tell you about steps the United States might take in response is that we are undertaking a review of our relationship with Uganda in light of this decision.
Enunti wamuti say gay semni ade no Uganda for bebra no wamusi wamanyonkofa wamni omane wo no wamu betranse na wamu review emwa bi esefata say kono wamu mfa nko bio wamu hia
Anomaa FM.
wamu mfa mu mu bio wamu ni omanyonkofa no kra na hwe kra na so obi pevisa akọ US abrichimemu ho no mo bedi na so sane ema weinti ena Ghana yentumi ngi ye de ne mfa ntumu ana mani meye mmra na yentwa saade no so prekope se woba ne woba ebedi mpaso gro ana bema ne bema bedi mpaso gro ana nipa ni aboa sebe ebe kwakoda.
Thank you very much on this topic. You see, this is a history repeating itself. What is this history? The history is when you look at our post-independence and let's say our colonial masters, those days when they were ruling us. You know, when they started in our lands,
Anomaa FM.
they started with what our natural resources and trade. But it came to a time our people realized that no, these people, we have to stand up, because if we don't stand up and do something, it won't help. And that was the reason why we had people like Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, Haile Selassie, and the rest of these great African leaders we had. And indeed, they actually fought for our independence. Omokun eje. Ena so omukun ye no, anya se den ta na omu abrofo no di eso no, na omu sa se so omu kun eje no, na there was no restriction, na there was no sanctions edom so. But with bravery, ena nia omu pama yem mind mu, they forgo all these sanctions and fought hard and liberated us from this colonial rule. And it says, that's why I've been saying always we are celebrating 65 years of independence, this and that, and we are not looking up. The thing is like a player who has money to dribble defenders and relax that, oh, I'm ahead, so whatever case, I will score. But not knowing or didn't also read well the caliber of player in the goalpost and those behind me, whether they have that pace then. So abrofo no manda. Ena enne omasa dia ba sa nyoma no so. It has similarities to do with our those colonial era. This time, no, the whites are attacking our culture. And why are they attacking our culture? Because the strength of every citizen or the strength of every country is the culture. Your way of living, that is your marriage, your food you eat, and all other things that has to do, your way of wearing dress, and your socialization and other things forms part of your culture. And they've realized that Africa, when it comes to culture, Africa is endowed with great culture. So if they don't do something about that, then they are doomed. because they have realized that Africa is now growing faster with population, and it is a threat to them. Because when they decided that one man, one woman, and if you are in those countries, you can marry two, you can give birth to a certain number of children, they've realized that their number is getting down. And as we speak, even if you go to UK and other powerful countries, you see blacks in a very powerful position, like the army, the football teams, and other things. Then it tells you that the blacks are growing. So in other words, for them to term us, they have to attack our culture. And that is exactly what they are doing. They are attacking our culture. And I would say a very good thank you to the Uganda people for taking this bold decision. And I'm aware the president and the first lady are always against this LBG what. And I have no doubt that they will sign it, because don't forget, I'm directing this to our parliamentarians who had the bold and the courage to take this bill to parliament, that they should keep it up. We, the citizens, are behind them, regardless of what will happen. And our forefathers, most of them lost their lives in order to save us from this colonial rule. So they should be aware that, and I'm sure they are aware that it is not going to be easy.
Yeah.
It is do or die affair. But they shouldn't surrender. They should keep fighting.
Ora Peter Mesamba Osubio na yenkotie ye president. Your worry Kaguta Museveni. Ono na ye president edema Uganda minor. Na wakasa edi afa ensemo US minor womode esende womono. Odi yenti enfamra sisia.
Dictate to us. This is our country, this is our society, it's our future. It is not anybody's future. The outsiders will have to live with us, or if they don't want, they take their aid and we shall. Uganda is very rich, we don't need aid. In fact, aid is part of the problem. The outsiders cannot dictate to us. This is our country, this is our,
Anomaa
this is our
FM.
future. It is not anybody's future. The outsiders will
Anomaa
have to live with
FM.
us, or if they don't want, they take their aid and we shall. Uganda is very rich, we don't need aid. In fact, aid is part of the problem.
The homosexuals are deviations from normal. The Western countries should stop wasting the time of humanity by trying to impose their practices on other people.
Anunti wei ayowura Museveni wono aye president edema Uganda minor. Wasi Uganda, they are rich. Yes. They have everything. It is a ne abrofo ne kasa bia wo mo bibia kra na yeah okay.
Oh yes,
they should take their aid.
Yes, I told you that this man is bold.
But there is one thing. I'll come to you. There is one journalist, right? A journalist in African here. Waka bibi fa sa European Union for European countries woman penny for any USA, any UK.
Anomaa FM.
Say woman pese woman de sa wa share.
Anomaa
FM. Wakasa dia fa ho. But it seems say a before penny for no, they are very weak. Let's listen to this.
American President Joe Biden have a wife. Why Joe Biden is asking for African leaders to accept homosexuality when Joe Biden have a wife, have a woman as a wife? Why Joe Biden couldn't marry a man? Why? UK Prime Minister have a wife, have a woman as a wife. Not a man. He is not a homosexual. Joe Biden is not homosexual. All the European Prime Ministers are not homosexuals. Why are they going to Africa to beg Africans and to force Africans to accept homosexuality in Africa? This is a big insult to black African countries. Why are they not going to Saudi Arabia to ask them to accept homosexual? Why are they not going to Tunis to ask Tunisian peoples to accept homosexual? Why are they not going to Morocco to ask Moroccans to accept homosexual? Why are they not going to Libya to ask them to accept homosexual? But they are going to only black African countries because they know about
Anomaa FM.
Americans will never wake up and go to Saudi Arabia and tell them to accept homosexual. Americans will never wake up and go to Morocco and tell them to accept homosexual. Americans will never wake up and go to Tunisia and tell them to accept homosexual. But they can wake up and go to Ghana, Congo, Togo, Guinea-Bissau, Gambia, Nigeria, South Africa, Uganda, Kenya, all these African African countries, they can wake up and go there and ask them to accept homosexuality. It's a big insult to black Africanhood. I want to send this message to Americans, that Americans, UK, and all European prime ministers, that it's enough to insult Africans, black Africans. Stop insulting black Africans by going to Africa and telling us to accept homosexuality in our countries. If you accept homosexuality in America, that is America. We don't have nothing to do with that. That's your business. But you can't go to my Africa and to ask for my black Africans to accept homosexuality in Africa. It will never happen. And if it happen, I tell you, there will be no peace. Homosexuality will never accept in Africa. If any African want to become homosexual,
Anomaa
go
FM.
to America, who is searching for people who will become homosexual. Go to UK, who is searching for who will become homosexual. But as an African, if you become homosexual in Africa, we are not going to accept that nonsense that you...
We ayen Semtroni ye African journalist Uganda. I know what say what didn't somebody to Jano. Was say anya dia. I was see so so because African leaders are very weak. They are very weak. Woman to me and si penye and si jina say yanyentum anano ye be yembre bi e de tia sa de no. Uganda has done it. Ghana, are we going to do it? Ye betumi ayana ana ye. Yankwa homane so na ye ne akuapem adukrum mponua hene enkotwetwe enkomo nana obri atakora ewa homane so oye akuapem eye adukrum mponua hene nana otimi nka no pe a Anomaa FM so ni memwache
Ejo so me de che na mo ho tese
obo ade adum nana ye gidi se wo so ho ye de
adum me ho ye pa
yo ye de obo ade ase nana no peyi wona eba wona so a nina ene se eye anti LGBTQ+ bill na no wo mo de ko mra hye no de to so mienu nie enra wo ma san so de akwakopiem aye hwe nim se mra hye bedwafo no bebobo ho so wo magie atum so wo mo nyintum no ye hwe nim na Uganda for age wo mo de atum se wo mo makwan ma sa de ne nkoso wa wo beye bi wo ebe che no wo bekwa kodem fie du Emma US for the warning Abraham say emwa esefate so omde ma wom no wom fa mu bio na ye de akwakopie mu omra hye bedwam de na abeka che mra hye bedwafo
me de che me da wase na anopa we na mechia watiefu na ni America wo tansam yi hu ene say abi before I say you who say you bet me a share home. And a mother so says, I say, a boy of whom or dinner yet to me share home. A son say, Sir, Ushe Niama, El Koso, a Brutrine, Niama, El Kosona. I be before Yanni Nana Yamaya. If you say, Ushe Sabil, ya can't want them ya. Sir, Uganda, I your lord, yet Tiana says, US one di mu a enti US party say one or G3 hono on G one nsan fa meta na de share yare ana because adie a ebe say yema ebe say ya de share ebe kunkum ya de share enti ebe tra kwa kwaje mmoa ye de abese ya de share na aye da bibia ene na nka US mfa na support nanka yanso ye moya de hie ho ban etini America ne se sadi akọ parliament bi mu dia ye hwe ni mu se omo so be pass bill ne se ebe ye mra o hye se udo hu wura ta niama ni mu oba ne oba na be ma nda eya de bone ade a yenso so wa bibire mu ha ejana nanu ma trankomia se eya chiwade eya Muslims omo chiwade eya Christopher chiwade na eya disifoni abosomfo chiwade dia enya bibire mu ade eya chiwade o eya chiwade a yenso so kra etini American parliament ne se mama mu nsuro mama mu ntienia abrofo ne kanu esa se ya de ya ho enti yan kasa yentumi decide ma ya ho na nana ma tankonya yeso ya tawo ma chi se amoma saa de ne nyamra So what ma say I nyamra na yenta o mo
Anomaa FM.
Yo. Nana say ekokoba ne say emrahye bedwafo no entumi ampase saa yi beli na ma meyemra wo mamu a. Nana no no na no mo de betu dwa say nka moye oye kire bi e de etia emrahye bedwafo. Saa wo ye kire no eda so wo honom.
Wan say na no na ye ka ho asem no wan say mo pejade aba. Aha, enti ye hwe ni mu say omo pejade aba yi omo beka ho asem ma ho nsem ka ye na si. Enti che so mo atumi anka ho nsem no ma ho nsem ka ye na nsi dia. Ene na nanu matrankonya tani aye aka ne dada de ato ho no. Ye be sorry ma oman ma bakwatam ade e bi nsi da ne se na nanu mo atrankonya aye demonstration e wo monten so ade a kire parliament e bi nsi da na se mo afọ mo na nsi fo mo dia ene e bi besi e wo Ghana amamre mu ama mo ahu
na ansa na meja mo akro no yempanifo ebibrem ha no emoa yenye fi abrofo no wonti e na yentumi make right decision na say bibi fufuro bi wo ho
me bi se ni America na se obi se be jese kan na sa Africa na all the ma no wo sa dia kokuku ma ene wo jese kan dia koye den because emoa ya kwaji fi omo hoyi ke bedi moa na ti enti na mumra bia umbe chama e bedi to dia ene ene e be kunkum ya de hie no enti se emema ne mema nai e ya de yare kese na ebre mema ana hwe emma ne ma enai hwe omo a ye sa eni ama no ko bisa omo ni omo na mu wati ase ene ba na nanu matrankonya nso aye chiwade enti ade enti na namutika ne moa kakra bi enti ya chiwade kwa ye bedi so ebe me yadi ya chiwade ka ye na ku na sai kra enti na nanu matrankonya de ye se le ko fa chiwade me sai ku no enti ya na nanu de omo moja be pre asase ne to ho ma ye no omo de chiwade ka asase na nke na ye nso ye nte so enti ya ma kwan ma mo fa chiwade me ka ye
Asemaba.
Enti nana eye obri atakura na ye no etwetwe nkomo efa anti LGBTQ+ bill e wo ma shibedwam no eho nana ne kurakura mu no edie ben na obesusu se mpanifo ebibre mu ase tichi onye Ghana nko sanse ebibre mu ase no ye ne ataje mu apa efra brofo ne nchen die na osusu se betumi aye ade ho afiri sa brofo insem aye nkonko dan wo mfa bibi nhyɛ nsi
medike wuni ma bibrem ne ha ye no kredie ne ha bibrem eye no kredie se wudi no krama me na me di no krama wa abibrem be start se ye na hwen start a ye de agu abibrem ama ye wo de banche hye ba bi e bebo wo de brodi esi ba bi e beba wo de mokosi ba bi e beba wo de jene hye ba bi e beba nanso ye tin start isu no komode ye wahu ye tin start isu ana komode ye ade na bibrem ntini ntidi no ho ta bibrem yetimi dia ye nanso na yetimi tidi ye ho ne ye ma ne ye busua abibrem aye yia no eti yen saate na da ho na ye hwen saate no ha na saate ni bu wo sa na yen fa nya hwe no yen saate te den saate ne ye nkuo commercial farming no endoso what you say yen se abibrem yen saate te ye sori agina ye nanso ana hwe omo a ye kra ba o man no ene ye kra je ne ye kra we Ghana o man yo man ya ke kra bia ne bam eti yen sori waka yen ja ye nanso omo aye uko school a omo obi akọ university akoya agric anto not bank de ye adwuma eye ni bresam na America no be de tie mani abre mani bresam pa yen sori waka ni fidi ye ho ne ye ma ye be fa yen to ma pefra
yo ti nana ususu se Anomaa Uganda tuno eya na mo papa ebe boa wo mo man no
Uganda Anomaa watui one ma kwan ma chi wadi America ne kuro no so the 90 from not to the near my year they ma over 2 to 3 years ube husani Uganda be you will be shocked ube husani Uganda be
yo
na achi wadi ko jide be ka ukura wuni mi ta wo te kuro no sunsun ma ta etre no waku sunsun no etia ma kwan me ye meku ye kuro no sunsun no nana ma tan ko nya ya ma kwan dabi enye ye
no na ne krakra mu no afutuo ben e na de be masafo yi a wo mo de wo ho ahye saa suban yi emu ba ne ba a wo mo da be ma ne be ma wo mo so eda do wo mo nye wo han mu ebi ye osuma se ne de afutuo ben na de be kɔ de masafo
ni ameka chema de hie ne me mlantie ne me maba wa ise adi a ensene fata edi wo how amane owu ene yare na eba obi wo ha ye be dada wa mo akowura mu be wie no o pese wutri mu kra na ya asan foforo obi wo ha wo di sika na be dada wo
nana ahoma no akati yehwe se yebetuatu ahoma ne ensatumi aka no sanse afutuo eye okoto se obi etu ne bafo a na woso abomodin ase wodi bibetu kotudwemu na watumi agye afutuo ne bie se ne be ya dachi no wobetumi di abo obra penifo nso de ya na wo mudue mantemante wo mu de azu wo mu hunsu wo mahu sanse wo mu nim de afutuo so wo yenko nana nche na ene ne twetwe nkomo nana we de na ye tie afutuo na ahoma yi drop ye
yo ni medisia ni America kire madisia nyina ne se obi wo ho no ma anye wo pese wo ye saade no na ebi ahokire bi a wo so ana obi ka kire wo se meboa wo na mo di se me no pasa akwan so suro ta ni pa na nya mo na obeboa na mo obeku ebi se wunya wuya saade mu pe na wo da ati nyina ayera usunsun papa na ekuta wo no nipa na jeko uyi edie ni wonu mo nyamo ekuta wo nipa na jeko ati wo de yare ne wo haw ni amane na abrawo eti mrantie ne mabawa ni na metro mo se mo fa dwuma din si mo ni so na munya dwuma na munjai tai ni amano because tika na nipa de ma wa o ma o tika ni bi o de yare e bro na o tika na kota o yare eti na je se one tika na kura nkan fa so na ye fa ye ni ene ya yure ni na hye ya dwuma mu ni hye dwuma so ni ye ene ye mra so kwa de ya ye lock computer ba a obetumi dia ye research bebre aye dwuma bebre kra edika wu kuta sika kra betumi aye edi misra mrantie ne se amunye creative dan se omodi omo be gwa ka ni emani eda mo ase
na ye beda se no pese wanya brani atwetwe nkomo ene wafutu pa de amaye wa no ma FM so
yo meda mo
yo that's pa penia ene no twetwe nkomo yi eye nana obri atakora woye kwapem adukrom mponua hene ono ena no pay wate se yene no atwetwe nkomo wasema badwumedie so wa no ma FM so na futuo no emu enhwampa sanse wohwe wo mu emma ne ma mema ne mema aware ye ho nsem abrofu yi ehye chinchinase yen legalize na emra kura ye ehye se ye de betua sa de no wa be ye bia so twebe kwama wono wo mu mpese ye be ma mra no etumi aba be ye mra wo mem no ho nsem ene nkomo twetwe ena yetumi ekokodi ye no ura Peter amemra wo so na fakakra to a de nana kan so na yentumi enko eye filing of nomination so na before that no Ghana ya ranking first in Africa ye ka oman a ye loan outstanding no ewo higher in Africa bibire mu ase oman a ye ka edoso ye de ka dodo abobesia a ye hwe besia ya bo ho ka da ho no a Ghana ene edikan Ghana ene edikan areho enam so my International Monetary Fund IMF for almost before they will give us any support and now member is can you between the economy ni netumi agina na so no I just see meet you all the womo ma iska no womo ma iska edidi adwuma no etumi ni o machia na wa hwe kwan ahodo e befa so se ne be ya omde ye kan ina be chei ana e bepe kwan e befa so na sa aka na etumi atwa ti e behwe a kenofo ya tan so afo hwe sika sem so na o China ni China fooding komo se ne be ya ombetumi di ye ka ebi free yen ya hwe ho nsem IMF akasa e de afa wo se ti e meet sa de no a enya de asa sika no yensa beka mampeni so to just say by end of March na ye say yetumi ni IMF conclude up to now where are we going ye betumi ya meet deadline na ti ye hwe anti LGBTQ+ no na area yemfa kakra so we so na yemko filing of nomination.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Asare. You see, I would like to take this opportunity to thank Nana Obri Atakora. Nana, wherever you are, thank you very much. You were spoken as a leader. And I am not surprised about this, because when you look, when you take the history of our country, where there is a tough fight on certain issues, normally our chiefs and kings play a very vital role to liberate us. And I applaud our chiefs and the kings of this nation. They are always doing wonderful for us, just like Nana is also doing. May God bless you, Nana. You see, just like I listened to the president of Uganda, I'm not surprised about what the man has said. And you see, that's what I said, history has repeated itself. Abakosam na asaya den SNCBM. Nti abakosa SNCBM, those days no, na yawo presidents ewo yawo leaders ewo other countries, and yawo nkofo other countries, but there were no brave as to other people like Kwame Nkrumah and the rest in African countries. So I think I'm praying that God should give this Ugandan president the strength to be able to foresee that this bill is passed into law, so that other African countries will follow. Today, Ghana, we pride ourselves as one of the first African countries to attain independence, and we are always proud of that. And I think Ugandans, when they pass this bill into law, in history will also praise them, like history is praising us. You see, the journalist said, you cannot come and tell us what to do. Your presidents have married women as their wives. Yes. Why don't you go for a man? Why do you hold your daughters and sons' hands whenever you go to occasions? When Obama came to Ghana, he came with his spouse and was it two of one daughter or?
Yeah, the daughter, the wife.
Yes. Where did Obama get the child from? Is it not from a woman? He should have bring a child from America that he had with a man. Just like the journalist said, Joe Biden should first marry a man for us to also follow. And just like our great chief Nana Obri said, I'm pleading with the leadership, our president, and all his other ministers and other stakeholders, to, as a matter of agency, treat this matter very seriously. Just like Nana said, when they give you a knife, they go and cut your child. Will you take it? It is a knife. Go and slaughter your child. Will you go and slaughter? So why should we bow down to all this? Because just like the Uganda president said, they are rich already. They are rich. They can take whatever they want. Yes. They are rich.
And say Ghana has your BBA.
Ghana, we are rich.
You gold, you timber.
Yes.
You diamond, you bauxite.
Yes.
You cocoa. That's it. Even coffee cry you do.
I don't know why.
You near maybe you want chine.
I don't know why Ghana, our leaders are afraid to take this pragmatic, some pragmatic steps to address the issue. Let our no be no. Because when I read the excerpts of the bill, I think what is it is that 3 to 5 years imprisonment for engaging in same sex, and then 5 to 10 years imprisonment for anyone who produces or procure or distribute materials that deem promoting LGBT. You see, the bill is fantastic. So why are we afraid of? And the most funny thing is that you see a great Ghanaians and then journalists, backlashing this idea of passing the bill. Why? Why are we doing this? Why is it that why they are telling us our polygamy is not good, and we accepted that polygamy is not good?
Anomaa FM.
They are now telling us that we should go and sleep with men. Men should sleep with men and women sleep with women. Why? Look at our because you know why they did this. Whenever this why they want to do something in Africa, they first of all wash our appetite. They create a very good appetite for us in that aspect before they bring it on. You see, when they started, they say, "Oh, don't marry a man with who has already married." When you do that and that, now that idea has gone into the ears of our sisters and daughters, and no woman now wants to marry a man who is even capable of taking even 10 women. Yes, but they say, "Oh, wale and wale." Meanwhile, these our same sisters and daughters are sleeping with married men.
Anomaa FM.
So what is the difference?
Anomaa FM.
We listen to the white more than ourselves. And we have a culture, to protect. And a culture is the way a group of people live. Why are we throwing away our culture? Huh? Is it everything? Yes, they said culture can be learned. Yes, culture can be learned. But is it that you don't go and learn something that is destructive? You learn the good aspect of culture. You don't learn an aspect that is very destructive to your society. You understand? Because just for instance, in my tribe, we have a culture whereby female mutilation. My people were practicing it. Yes, my people were practicing it, but it came to a time we had to stop because the reason why we were doing all this had a history, and when looking at the history compared to today, it's no more relevant. So it is better we forgo it, and then so that is how you learn culture. And today the world has grown, and the population keeps increasing with a whole lot of diseases and other things. So if you keep doing that, it means you are going to affect a lot of people with many diseases. Okay. So if we stop that, it is good. So culture can be learned. So parts that are good, let's learn it. Parts that are not good, don't let us learn it. Let us learn how to also manufacture aircrafts. Let us learn how to make our people move freely. Look at the stadium where even people have to buy tickets for supporters to go to stadium. Why? Because we are poor. Because you are even struggling to put food on table for your family. How can you get money and go to stadium? And our stadiums are gradually becoming empty. And then people have to come in and buy tickets for us. These are some of the things that we have to learn from the white and then build a strong society. So if we build a strong society, there will be no need for us to always go to IMF for bailout and other things.
Okay. Ura Peter, Mamifa comments a hodo bi abano mfantwem. Obi-Wan, was good work. Ujuma pa Nidia wadi abano. Mame ko Steven di enso wadi aba na yankin kebi emfa mamo. Na Steven di wadi abano wache se NDC ni MPP amanyoku no. Ekame akwa se omina omoye the same thing. Omoye ade kro. Sisan bi anim. Eric nso ede ne di aba. Wose wohwese ni a eniyema ekono a obesere se womonje emfantum na meyembra sanse Uganda fo agya tumu a yeso yanyintum se yebeyembra no na atia saafo no sanse Uganda man no womso ye bibrem ha se man ti Ghana yema yani na woni ensore na yeso yanyintum na meyembra se ne beya obia enkonkwo yetumutumu ewo oman mu na wusunsu dia wodi abani wose anopa mu ye adwuma Yakopon hyira mo pa ene adwuma pa mo ye sanse Ghana mpuntu da makoma so Yakopon hyira mo na mo nkoso anya adwuma pa na omane nso ede ne dia aba wose NPP amanyoku no wo muntumi make decision at once wo mo de be won ya at long last ansa na wo mo de bibia ba wo mo ye matra makwefo pa wono so dia wode aba no Docas enso kire se enti mujidi se yamanwofo yi wo metumi agimre ya tumu ana no so obisa yen ye bedi ho enkomo kakra enti sɛnea tie no ɔmanfo adwenkyerɛ a wɔn so anɔpɛ yi wɔmatumi de aba ɛno no nti owura peter yɛnkɔ nomination so ndc amanyɔkuo no wɔn afile nominations wɔn ɛpere so wɔmɛtu frank ama amanyɔkuo no kanema mpanin john dramani maama afile ne deɛ dr kwabnadufoɔ afile ne deɛ saa nso ɛna owura kɔbea afile ne deɛ owura bonsu ojo bonsu nso afile ne deɛ tuesday nipa 9 obi afile ne deɛ yɛkɔ wɔn nso ɛpɛ sɛ wɔn mahye bedwa kunya no wɔn tumi gyina mu ɛman ndc amanyɔkuo no so adodoɔ na wɔn afile wɔn deɛ ɛde aka ho na yɛba dɔme kwabenya abatɔ mpɛ so a maame eliplim yɛ akurugu ɔno nso afile nomination wakɔ communication member ɛde ma maame no wohwɛ a maame no onya ne bɛtɛ saa sɛ wɔfile nomination no onya ne bɛtɛ na deɛ no wohwɛ anim sɛ ebesie obetumi adi nkunim wɔ abatoɔ no mu sanze nyɛ ɔno nko na wɔpere sɛ obetu wɔbɛgyina ndc amanyɔkuo no anan mu ɛwɔ abatoɔ mpɛ so owura israel nso ɛka ho ɛna afei nso theophilus edu mensa the crusader wɔno nso ɛka ho yɛnhwɛ maame no deɛ na ɔde ba
Anomaa FM.
Okay, thank you very much. And my greetings once again to Madam Honorable Madam Eliklima Krugu and her team for a wonderful and successful filing. Oshia Mamina filing no ye kona say no. Ni nyina kyerɛ sɛ Mame no ɔyɛ a wonderful and charismatic leader. Ɔyɛ obi a sɛ akɔnya mbada hɔ a obetumi de yɛ kwasa ɛbɔsi ahyɛ so. Sɛ wohwɛ videos and pictures and other things ana ebia ɔmo grounds no will attest to the fact say indeed Mame no she holds the grounds and the grounds are for her. Oh, say from Asase no ni nyina yɛ teamwork. Ente Mame no so yɛ obi a he's a team player. And as I wohwɛ a ohun sɛ yakwa file no obehu sɛ dignitaries be any even former pieces like in the likes of Honorable Nuruddin came on board and in support Ebama Madam Eliklima Akurugu, any other big dignitaries. And this tells you, say, Mamini Yobia, or you're charismatic, or you're unifier, or you're team player, or Yobia, or she want equal opportunities for all, regardless of who you are. Or Yobia, or pray akunyam or biara. And found honey educational background and now say financial strength and now say maybe status in no just say everywhere she fits into. That is why we have seen this a massive a crowd of delegates followed her to file her nomination forms, and it was a very wonderful event. And the woman said it categorically and quoted one of Dr. Kwajiri Agri, who once said, if you educate a man, you educate an individual. But if you educate a woman, you have educated a nation. And say, Yawo Eliklima Akurugu as our PC, who eventually win the seat for us, then we have something for the constituency in terms of development and other social benefits. You make me a benefit.
A bit is saying.
A bit is like human, you know, or your beer. Say the same no say no or chance. Say kwaha because yeti hoin nadaurma and a mimi waha. And I'm building on what? I'm building on something. Because your programs we then I'm building a great future for myself. And found so better discussion on that. And this so na obedi PC a obeye den obema ye youth no our stars will shine. Yabenya opportunities obi abenya na opportunity aye den ekonenim. And this is something that other candidates or even our MP can't do, because oba kwabenya domi kwabenya person so. Look at the youth, we are just roaming with that anything doing. But meanwhile, the opportunities are there. Because there was one time that I went to MPP headquarters to deliver something to someone. So I'm somebody who, anytime I go into some key territories, I listen very careful. So I was there, and then there were the one guy also came there, and then they were talking about that was the time Ajosafo has something to do with the national security and other thing, and they said there was one guy who went there and was seeking for a job, and I said, they asked the guy, said, where are you from? He said, come here. And I said, why are you coming here and then you just don't? Why don't you just walk to Ajosafo and you are here to also struggle with us? You see, the opportunities are there, but we have been denied. But this woman will not deny us the opportunities. So this makes her different from other candidates and other MPs.
Into wuhwe Mami Eliklima any afofofo aka ebi ti se ura Chuflos edumensa and afinso ura Israel wo mo eka ho no a wohwe wo mo ene Mami a wo de wo toto Mami ho a hwan na wo susu se wo se NDC amanyoko no eyi no ma otumi ne NPP amanyoko no Mami Adwasafo etumi ekokusi akan e wa batu no.
You see, it's democracy, and our party is a social democratic party, and that's why I said we believe in equal opportunities for all. So for them contesting Madam Elikruma Krugu is constitutionally right, and they are all also qualified to contest for the position. But let me take this from Animal Farm. That two legs good, but some are more equal than the others. You understand? Some are more important than the others. I think the quoting didn't come the way it's supposed to be, but something like that in Animal Farm. You understand? Though they also qualify to become PCs, but Madam Eliklum Ekrugu is more qualified than them in terms of public engagement and in terms of willingness to do things. And in terms of, very accessible. Madam Eliklum Ekrugu is very accessible, very diplomatic, and is a very good listener. So a very good, all these qualities makes her best among the three. Because before you can bring any development or before you can do something meaningful in your constituency, you must be a good listener. You must be somebody who is more approachable. You shouldn't be somebody when immediately you get there, then anytime a constituent goes to your office, it's locked. Or maybe there's a mature guy at the gate. Oh, Madam is not around. Madam is at meeting. Meanwhile, Madam had just taken her tea and then, relaxing in the office. But you can't do that, because even before you get to the gate and immediately the woman hears your voice, she will come out. So there's no way a security man can tell you that Madam is not around, Madam is not that. She's ready to work with everyone, win fire. And don't forget, a Catholic for that matter. So she has a strong faith in God. So I'm not saying the rest are not. They don't worship. That's not what I want. That's not what I want to mean. But I'm only saying that as a Catholic, he has a strong faith in God, and he believes in God, and he trusts in God, and he works according to the words of God.
And the DNA would say NDC amanyoko no ebetumi a capture Domekwa Benya City no. Sanse aha no majority ni NPP.
Yeah.
And we are aware. Bibi srunko ben ena wo gidi se NDC amanyoko no in particular. A day ba a bit me asesa or man for dream of Kwabenya.
Very simple. You see, there was before this the 2020 elections. Anywhere I move around with this woman into most corners of the constituency, and anywhere we get to say this is the first time an aspirant came to our area. This is the first time an aspirant came to listen to us. And don't forget, I made mention a time ago that we went for a door-to-door and we got to a strong MPP woman's residence. So immediately the woman saw us. She came out to do her own politics, like trying to condemn. So as we were interacting with the woman, a daughter of her just came out from the room and said, "Ma, this is the woman who gave me the money when I was in the hospital." And the woman was like, a chill water was poured on her. She couldn't know what to say again. You see? Somehow we didn't even know that happened. But the daughter of that woman, an MPP activist, came out to attest that this woman once visited the daughter at the hospital. So, and the records too also point to the fact that MPP is losing grounds in this constituency. Because when you look at the awareness, in as much as NDC is appreciating, MPP is drastically reducing in numbers and in percentages. I don't have the figures here, but if you check the previous elections, you will see that MPP is depreciating, whilst MPP is depreciating, whilst NDC is appreciating. When you look at the numbers and percentages, so this indicates that the people want change, and that change just a little small for us to snatch the seat. The only thing we need now to snatch the seat or to take the seat, not that by snatching, by majority vote, is unity among us. If the ranks and file of our members and the leadership comes in to work in unity, it is something very easy for this woman to win the seat. Just very easy. It's not going to take any listen. All that we need to win the seat is unity. That is it.
Okay. Where the Major Anomaa Krakra on the 13th of May, and elections baso. Both Omwa Epriso Metu Franca Ariama NDC Amanyoko no, and I think so Omwa Eprise Omabesi Mashibi Kunyana name Apre Ariama NDC Amanyoko no, Ewan Peso Hodosono, Ebekoso. Dear now Becca, the actual Domekwa Benya NDC ma, Womwa, we delegate Becqua Trabano. Dear now walk catch the woman, Swamonye, you do sad and one.
Thank you very much. Niambekano yet. Good delegates of Domi Kwabinya. So mutie yura John Dramani Mama. Assemble Nordinam. Osi we need tried and tested candidate. Tried and tested candidate who can do the work. Because in any institution or in any company that you go for a job, they need your what? They need your experience. Any good company that seeks for workers, they need your experience, and experience plays a key role. So why is Mama tried and tested? He was the president, she was the vice the president, and now our candidate. So he has been into it and knows what it takes too. And just like Madam Elikluma Krugu is also tried and tested candidate in Domi Kwabinya constituency. Because Obaye no, yako ni nyinano, and yes for maybe a slightest mistake and then maybe a anko winning seat no, and the ni nyinano wa who said no, aha ana was saying kayanko ana yanko when we ABC then ka say ye na ye ene na ma ya nya nka ye nyaye enti sa nwoma ni nyina no ohun experience but say ya sa de ni pa fro ba afi na no so background no enti ba na wie ye no say na ba na wie ye a no no so asa hu say aha na nka wo sam say but already no ono wa gina so sa me fa ha na ebeboa me adana me fa ha na eboa me ba ha na ma fa na me fa ha na ma fa ha na ma dia bom enti ene na experience no enti say apart from experience parliamentary candidate I hear what Kwabenya say any other candidate or Weba Kwabenya hano in the name of NDC enkwasiaga enkoyenum yabaya ni yabanya but enkoyenum until the person said this time no mamine ka say this is the time now, this is the time for NDC and it is the time for Madam Eliklum Akurugu to be member of parliament for Domi Kwabenya constituency. So it is our time. It is NDC time in Domi Kwabenya constituency. It is Eliklum's time in Domi Kwabenya constituency. And I'll entreat all the well-meaning delegates that they shouldn't look anywhere for any other candidate. But Madam Eliklum Akurugu come 13th May 2023. They should all cast their vote and make sure that we don't just want a slim win. We want a endorsement. We want endorsement. They should go and endorse Madam Eliklum Akurugu come 13th of May 2023. They should go and endorse her as our parliamentary candidate who stand tall to win the seat for the constituency for the first time. And as a female NDC candidate for the first time in Domi Kwabenya constituency.
That's it. Yeah, Brana, ya pay. Emra so say di dwumade ni na etimi ba na wie ye.
Anomaa FM.
Openi out in cancer and no twetwe komo anopa yi e wasema ba dwumade so e wa Anomaa FM so no. Ayo Peter Kutizim. Ora Peter Kutizim. Woye communication member edema Mame Eliklum Akurugu.
Are we serious?
Mame ehwe ni mo se wo metumi ayi no na watumi agina wo NDC amanyuko ni dimo e wo Domi Kwabenya batompeso yi so.
Children, are we serious?
Ora Peter Sanso aye secretary churchofo edema Anglican aye primary 4 NDC amanyuko no mo kwabata ba kwa ho. Anapenso yedi komo yene akuapem ye adukrom imponia hene na obri atakura enso twetwe enkomo alefa aye anti LGBTQ+ bila akọ mrashebedwemu de tosomienu no ho no papa ya mayefutuo kama OTB awodwumadi yeso sanso ene ekọ mrashebedwemu ye mampini nominees ministerial nominees wo a wobomudi edidi brawodo hye omonsa no mrashebedwafo so age wo matumandra da yedi hu komo OTB Sanso and a filing of nominations and this Yamanyoko no so Yakokodi home komo. Emma what is Mame Eliklum Akurugu one also were filing nomination and Yasam Kitrakura. I will her see a better no swaba I would make Benyam Peswa so I see and this Yamanyoko so be you know. Now what to many Mame address for to me aqua face war. Now one more GD mapa say won't be to me Edim Kunimo about 20 more. Na wo matumi atebri akunyano ewo mpeso iso asegi Africa ya new reset kisi so twetwe komo Ghana Metro Force mo de ababetu jase April ekoko si June besumi ni mo ensuo beto beyiri wo manfo hwe mo hu yie ne yekokoje eye futu e free nadmo director nchen ye Ga East reset kisi enchen Anope obi obo machidom eye bra kwesi wono ene bo machidom anope ma di dwumadi etumi edebre wo
We are there inside for the soup.
Adwume kwada roma metumi tena se anope yi ema wo te Ghana nsem sema hodo etwa go ina nsem wa ba ye kan ye ina no
We are there.
eye na dia one banku and tilapia joint bomode na anope fo ni chemo ho awia na tumi abo enti enko ba bia so kokko paduane adi ba bia betumi enya aduane ho te apomudi wo mu eye na dia one banku and tilapia joint ehona me kan fodi am wa wie yi bomode na fo ni chemo ho banku eni tilapia na opa wo mema obi kama mekoni da ho sheto da ho wanga se ye de tilapia no ye de to wo ma we sampa ade ne de Sanso na sabetia ko container wo pa bonde fo wadi chemo honom. Anya asem ketu akro mema bia di nkwan ahodo asɔto bia pa bia nam ahodo nyina wo mu bi. Mo amope kotuje anya lewe die ni bia asmam kotuje. Wo be ma bi. Sa akokɔ na apa benya bi. Ensuomu nam so abenya bi. Bomode na fo wadi chemo ho awie yi na so kokɔgye bi na odidi na ohuntumi ento ye pa.
Are we serious, Africa? Are we serious, Africa?
Are we serious?
Are we serious, Africa? About the
na weekend you pe baby abetumi adwodwo ho wo ni obi pia ko baby akwa kwadwodwo mo ho a enya se bia wo kwa koda wo pe bibia gu mmiri mu a bomodin se obetumi akwa ko pie mu wo eye papa ba kwa yaje atumo ha sei sign in pub won mo echi akwan na meka mfodi ama wo won mo ewo tomi gym ha ya bus stop wa be hu echi akwan wo hodom ensemo asoto ahudo bia pa bia wiefo ni chemo ho dwodwo ho tena honom wo be serve kama.
God has given us everything we got the need in Africa. Allah has given us everything we got the need to prosper.
Atenka Kate dance egusu ekoso oso ubese fili egusu ekoso we yenkwada wonmasa asafefa chese nkwada nyame ache wo maduma chede wa bana semu a wo mu etumi di mutintimai pa nti wo mu ebo wo homode ene etumi ayi wo mudwumedie so bomodin se Atenka Kate dance no behwe bie memeni de bia bomodin se wo behwe bie ewo Atenka TV so wa bra abodonko apemu pepepe 1:30 pm na wonmo ahye Atenka Kate dance no ase na yakwala abako eka ho ane wo gina konokura nyasem ketokura Ruby Ado wono so ejina mu pa nti bomodin se obeto abade ama no wotumi edi nkunim ewo sa kensie mu code no *13 *203 hash *713 *203 na wo boss code we ekwo short code no so a na wako contestant number the number no 4 na wabo e de hye honom afei wawie na wabo e de hye honom no afei na amount no so aba amount no 50 pesos per 50 pesos per yem vote enfema Ruby Ado na wono so entumi endim kunim ewo Atenka Kate dance dwumedie no emo esanse wo be se fili wo se fili no na chese achade no so wunya bomodin so be call yen Facebook wonum Anomaa FM Facebook Anomaa FM wo call ma yedin phone dia to wonum Atenka Kate dance yem bomodin se be vote you area ma Ruby Ado code no *173 *203 hash *17 *17 home so masan won *713 *203 hash code no omasesa no *713 *203 hash wobo pe na wakone code no sanse ogina mu pa ye code no 4 wobo code no de hye wono ma na afei wato abano ade ama no 50 pesos pe yemvo to mfema yenu aba na se de be obetumi edi nkunim memene da we ya awia 1:30 pm dwumedie no ebekoso Atenka TV no watumi ahwe bi enenso Ruby Ado ne birthday ene na woda wotwedi apoba se ye dom de ohata suruwe yi won dom no nyansa ne adom won pagya ne fra dom nkwa dom won ma ne ni suade hunu embremo won ma ne ni nkonim odwumadi a wodi mo na afenso awurade mbie na dwemo na won meye panyiripa ewo man kane mo aha ana me gina na me di dwumadi ni na atwumidi abawie dwumadi a wotie ye no asem aba dwumadi ye de bra memene da bia wa bra bo no du ade kokosi no dumienu ewo Anomaa FM so bomodin se wo paguma bi atumi tie live a bomodin se wo bekọ Facebook so Anomaa FM na watumi ahwe live ewo honom wokọ YouTube so a eno no Anomaa FM online TV Anomaa FM online TV se wo pese wo tie live so dia a ene download the app no kọ Google Play Store na download the app no eno no Anomaa FM online wokọ a wo download wo honom a Anomaa FM na watumi etie live ewo online na bibia atumi akoyie na wa join in na wo comment no so watumi dia ba wo dwumedie so memeni da bia me a metena se edi dwumedie mu chia me bidin Edinana Asare Barima me de kenten consumer brempon esebenum da se ne ye besan so ehia e wokase video so
Are we serious, Africa? Are we serious, Africa?
Are we serious?
Are we serious, Africa, about the future of our children?
Are we serious?
Are we serious, Africa? Are we serious, Africa?
Are we serious?
Are we serious, Africa, about the dignity of our people?
Are we serious?
If you tell me how serious are you? How serious are you, my Africa? If you tell me how serious are you? How serious are you, my Africa? Everywhere people they talk about corruption. Everywhere people they talk about corruption in Africa. Every day my people they die because of poverty. Every day people they die because of poverty in Africa. But this poverty where them they talk about who they cause some. This is corruption where them they talk about who they cause some. This is bad governance where them they talk about who they cause some. This is ignorance where them they talk about who they cause some. Somebody go talk say him no they inside for the blame oh. But me I they tell you say we all they inside for the soup oh. Somebody go talk say him no they inside for the blame oh.
This is only the best internet radio station in the world. No, the universe.
Omanfwe NPP amanyoku se wamuni amanyoku a wobetumi ama Ghana etumi etumpon akonenim NDC amanyoku no so se wamuni amanyoku ebetumi age Ghana afri ahokyire ya yewo yi emu amanyoku ahodo aka so se NPP ni NDC enimwa bia ema oman Ghana asema bo amanyofo se wo mu bu omayi na eyenokra na efri bra ye jefa ahodie ebedi sabre ensachere bia bo omamu ana ye koyenim anase ye ba yechi asema ba eno ti siame nana Asare Barima ewo asema ba dwumadie so wa Anomaa FM memene da wei ene memene da bia wa bra bo nondu ede kokosi nondu mienu menima bedwafo betenase na yakasa afomayi mpuntuo hu ye be pensensem se fo yakwan ho nsem ye fa ngo ho nsem se ne economy yakwakoye no ye ne abedwafo a wo munim de no wo makwadare wo nimdie eba na manyosemu eba ni mpuntuo mu aloyafo nimdifo atwetwo wuro nyina betrase na ya twetwe nkomo na ya pensensem se ne be ya Ghana mpuntuo ebetumi